Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Beard, a certified functional medicine physician. I have worn many hats in the healthcare arena. I've worked as an ER doctor, the medical director of a cardiac rehab facility, and I've also owned a direct primary care clinic. Prior to medical school, I also worked as a registered dietitian. And I have learned a lot during my time on this planet. And boy, do I wish I had known more about the role the GI microbiome plays in one's health. And I also wish my parents and my family doctor had known this as well. If they had known more about the role gut health plays in health and the things that impact gut health, my health journey and quality of life would have been very, very different. As a child, I suffered from chronic ear infections and terrible allergies. And because of the ear infections, I was prescribed multiple rounds of antibiotics, which only harmed my already suffering GI microbiome that much more. And after the ear infections and allergies and the multiple rounds of antibiotics, I developed constipation and legendary hyperactivity. And in addition to those things, I also recall suffering from terrible growing pains in my legs. And I also was a fearful child. I was labeled shy, but looking back now, I was fearful, and that's how it came across. As the years progressed and I entered my teen years, I then developed cystic acne, depression, and worsening IBS. And because of the acne, I was placed on more antibiotics and even Accutane. After those rounds of antibiotics, I then developed OCD behaviors, and those behaviors began ruling my life. And then those symptoms continued into my 20s and 30s, and then new symptoms developed then as well. I had problems with neuropathy, restless leg syndrome, chronic joint pain, and relentless fatigue. And in my 30s, I was eventually given the diagnosis of MS and had all but 18 inches of my colon removed. So it's been about 14 years since that MS diagnosis, and I suffer from none of those symptoms right now. And it's all because I addressed my gut health through a functional medicine approach. It almost seems too good to be true, but it isn't. And so, there were many factors that were contributing to my gut dysfunction and GI microbiome imbalances. I had undiagnosed food sensitivities that I'd had since I was a child. I was consuming a diet primarily of processed foods and excessive sugar. I had terrible sleep hygiene. I was over exercising. And I also had a lot of ongoing chronic toxin exposures. All of these things were mediating my poor gut health. So I understand very well the implications of poor gut health. I don't want any child to suffer the health challenges that I had to endure. And that's why I developed my Kids Total Gut Job program. I have seen this program transform the lives of so many kids, and it makes my heart so happy. Each and every success story just brings tears of joy to my eyes and provides just that more motivation to get the word out about how addressing gut health can affect your child's health in so many great ways. Good health is the greatest gift, and every child deserves good health and good gut health.